Back here on a special open. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carter. Stepping in, Jung-Ho Gong. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we got one.
A dive. He's got it. He goes to first. Got him.
He's out. Woo. No problem.
Number 7 stands in.
Leading off for the Brewers, the shortstop, number 7.
Hey, come on, big dog.
High and deep to center field. McCutchen going back. Still ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as the Brewers get on the board first. It's 1-0.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little...
Garrett Cole is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Number 7 steps into the box.
For the Brewers here in the 4th, the shortstop, number 7.
In there, strike one.
Right
0-1's the count.
Come on now, kid.
Tap fouled at home plate.
Hey, get on for us here.
Cole gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McCutchen is under it. He's got it one away. Number 7 will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Line to the right side. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just... Number 7 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here.
The bottom of the 9th, the shortstop, number
This is
7.
pulled into right. Polanco is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And you have to feel good for that guy right there. The game's...
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen into public addressing. Ready now, Gregory Polanco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit on the ground to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Number 7 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Number 7.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here. Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. Solo shot here to left. Number 7 steps in now.
Number 7.
Let her rip. Here we go.
Liriano sets. First pitch on the way. And a pitch out, but Crawford's not going. 3rd inning here. 3-1 our score.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Line drive to left. Marte is going to have room out there as he puts this. Jung-Ho Gong will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far.
Hey, need a strikeout right
Peralta
here.
pauses. 0-2 on its way. Now this is slowly hit to short. Slowly to get 2.
No runner, no runner.
The run scores from second, and it's a 4-1 game. Number 7 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. Number 7 will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he...
Come on now, put her in play.
Number 7 will stand in. 2 for 4, but both of his hits are home runs.
Well, big flies are the best kind of hits you can get. So at least he's got his priorities straight. Obviously a dangerous man with a bat in his hands right now.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Back goes Polanco, still going back. Gone! And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Andrew McCutchen. He's our tops player of the game.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First.
Back. Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside middle. Number 7 will stride forward now, and one would imagine he'll be pitched to very carefully as he's coming off a 3-home run ball game a night ago.
Hey, let it
Hit hard towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. Francisco Cervelli will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So they're held in. Lee Furillo leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the 3rd. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, no out now.
To short. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Number 7 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Neese gets the sign. First pitch on its way. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. McCutchen ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Brewers have now taken up. Number 7 will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. Brett Wallace will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Pitch outside, the throw. And this sails on him right down the line in left field. And he'll make it up to 3rd here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play. Ground ball left side. Gung's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield.
Francisco Cervelli will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's...
Gets dirty and gloves it. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... Number 7 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. This one's hit deep out to left center field, and that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Hey, your pitch.
Settling in now, Brett Wallace. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the runner's breaking for 3rd. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to... Francisco Cervelli will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, a whole lot more interested.
Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the... A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers. Settling in now, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to short. Reined in. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Number 7 stands in.
Shortstop, number 7.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a start.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Brewers have cut the lead to 2-1 now. Chris Bryant has a great opportunity now to break this game wide open as he comes to the plate with the bases loaded. Weak grounder back to the mound. He goes to first. He got him.
Woo, no problem.
A couple of walks, but no damage. More in a moment on the Number 7 steps in now.
Number 7.
Come on, let it fly right here.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. A windup and the 0-1.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Maben. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 7 will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Now here's a swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep to right field, and this ball's going to make it on to Sheffield, a home run. Number 7 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And that's in there for a strike.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Fly.
And he is in there.
He beat it up.
Striding into the box, David Wright. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Not in time as he steals second. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Brian Gonzalez. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught and thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Grounded back up the middle. Baez fields it cleanly. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, here is our tops player spotlight. Number 7 will be in the glow, and he had the long ball working it. Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. Number 7 gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And a high strike there, 0-1. EK 1-year-old ball club. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in just trying to get their feet. Games.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So,
and he will get there to make the running play, and that.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
Javier Baez will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Number 7 will dig in. 0-for-1 in the ball game.
Number 7.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
And Danks will get ahead with the fastball for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Oh, and this fastball is belted to deep left center field. Does he have enough to get out of here? Yes, a home run. Number 7 will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Oh, and he turns another one around here. And his fine ball game will continue. Give him another home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd home run of the game.
Here we go.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Five runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to Wallace will be in time, and there's out number 2.
First baseman number 44. Anthony.
Stepping in, Javier Baez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit out towards second. Cabrera's up with it. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Cubs.
Number 7 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder.
Brett Wallace will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Runners going. Grounded to third.
Oh, beat it out! Beat it out!
Throw gets him. 2 down. So striding in, number 29, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he'll step off.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
Steal,
Runner goes for third. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Schwarber racing back. Gone! And that 2-run home run delivers an 8th inning lead. And that, folks, is his first home run in the big leagues. It's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. I remember mine. I hit it in my first at-bat of the 1992 season against the San Diego Padres. It's hard to describe exactly what you feel as you round the bases, but as you can imagine, it's pretty awesome. You know, hopefully he can...
Anthony Rizzo will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Here is the ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
Back. We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field. Number 7 will get his first shot now. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Hey, stay hot now. Hey, stay hot, huh?
Arrieta sets. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. EK, one-year-old ball clubs. The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
Here on this homestand, they've won just twice.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And that is 44 in a row now as he has. David Wright will stand in as one of the stars from yesterday's ball game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Hey, come on now, Big John.
This one skied out toward right. On the move is Hayward. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Number 7 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here. Arrieta's got his target. Here comes the first pitch.
All right, come on now.
And that's in there for strike one.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
David Wright is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Throw over to first.
No,
and
he's
he'll
in
get
there.
dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, get your pitch up.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Gonzalez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game. You can put.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Number 7 steps into the box.
Number 7.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 11 for him on the season as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. So now obviously.
Number 7 will have a shot at history now, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
Yeah, that's arguably the hardest part of the cycle to get, but it can be done. You got to look for a ball to drive into a gap.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Come on now, one time right here.
And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the. Number 7 will have a shot at history now, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle.
Now batting, number 7.
Hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Hayward, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases. And time will be called here as with the important. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3.
This is the MLB. First open for business in 1994. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Number 7 will stand in now, trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished 4 for 5 at the plate.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season.
Assignment on the mound here tonight.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90.
Come on, big guy. One time.
Justin Smoke steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, high score. On the ground to third.
All right here.
Kipnis relay to first in time, and just like that, this number 7 stands in.
Now batting, number 7.
Kluber steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch.
Come on, big dog. Pitch. No
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Here we go.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Dig, go two, dig.
Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Striding into the box, Justin Smoke, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Number 7 gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Grossman is going to have room. Leading off the inning, Giovanni Urshela, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Giovanni Urshela will dig in here, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Hit to short.
There it is.
Underhanded flip to second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. Number 7 will be the batter, 2 for 3 with a double thus far.
Yeah, he's looked very settled in at the plate in this one. He could have a little more in store for us right here.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. Number 7 will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, here it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys.
Hey, no one better, huh?
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, you got it. No one
2
better.
down, runners at first and second.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
High and deep to center field.
Go,
Grossman looking up. Gone! Jose Ramirez will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Popped up. Thornburg is there for it, and that retires the side. And welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Giovanni Urshela will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just... You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Throws in time, and that's out number one. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing.
Number 7.
Number 7 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Hit to first. Santana's got it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. This is popped up, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over.
Now batting, number 7.
Standing in now, number 7, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It hits the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up.
High in the air out to center field. Almonte is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits.
It's a cold Wisconsin night, but the roof is closed at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup. Number 7 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to work a little bit.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brantley has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Carlos Santana will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop. Second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Michael Brantley is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And fellas, that's still their only hit in the game so far. They've been pretty well shut down.
Now a ball grounded. This could be 2. To Cabrera for 1. On to Wallace, but it won't be in time to get them both. Number 7 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Number 7.
Carrasco pauses. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on. The heart of the order's coming up. And maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Get down.
In there, a base hit.
Find the ball. All right, hold it here.
And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out. Brett Wallace will stand in, and maybe a ray of hope as they get the first 2 men aboard here. And this crowd's just itching for something to put their hands together about.
Well, the positive moments, they've been few and far between, but they're not out of this game. Now, they've got some guys in this lineup that can make this deficit go away.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And they're going to get on the board here with the sac fly, but there's still work to be done, down 5-1. David Wright steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Runner goes for second, grounded to the right. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. As Drupal Cabrera will dig in. He singled his first time around.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Number 7 digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Do it.
Here comes the first pitch.
Let her rip.
Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And it is trouble that finds the gap for extra bases. In to score is the runner from third. And not in time as the second run scores. So striding in, Brett Wallace, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Runner goes for third. And that's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And that Abraham Almonte will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Back up the middle. Knocks it. Oh, but a dive knocks it down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Number 7 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Swing and a liner. But this will be foul.
Get your pitch.
Line drive to left. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. An entertaining game all in all, so if we have to choose one who stood out among all others, why not go with this man right here? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run.
And it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
The shortstop.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Brantley going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left, number 14 on the season, as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the base.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Stepping in now, Brett Wallace, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
1-1, here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Hey, here we go. Come on now.
Oh, not cheated on that one. It's 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Ground ball right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game.
It's a cold Wisconsin night, but the roof is closed at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this. Number 7 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Neuenhuis ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
He just can't throw that pitch right there.
So a runner aboard at second here with 1 away. And stepping in, the dangerous left-handed hitter, Jay Bruce. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to Wallace will be in time, and there's out number 2. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Alberto Vargas. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit to short. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the...
Let's go.
Number 7 stands in.
Number 7.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So striding in, Kirk Neuenhuis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Number 7 has got it, and the side is retired. Number 7 will step in now. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs thus far.
Well, he's got that power stroke working, Matty, so why not get a little greedy and look for another one to drive?
Pulled toward right center field. Neuenhuis is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. Zach Cozart will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. The 5, 6, and 7. Number 7 will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Hard liner toward short.
Make a turn, pick it up.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Striding into the box, Eugenio Suarez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up.
I got it. Ball.
Right is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Number 42 will make his way in now. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's game.
And he's been hitting the ball out of the yard, too. A whole bunch of home runs in his last 10 games. And yesterday was a good one, too.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. Phillips is up with it. And oh, no chance for Votto there. It's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. Justin Smoke, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Zach Cozart will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be the second for 1. On to Smoke. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Number 42 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here.
Now batting,
Number 42 will dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Hey, feet up,
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Bruce. Gone! Kirk Neuenhuis strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Oh, what a play! He's up with it. The throw. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Number 42 will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. And a high strike there, 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. 1 away. Alberto Vargas comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1.
Gets dirty and gloves it to first. A big-time glove work, but no chance to turn it into an out, and the tying run is aboard at first. Settling in now, Joey Votto. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Drilled on the ground to short. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Number 42 will stand in. 2 for 4, but both of his hits are home runs. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Neuenhuis is under it. And that retires the side. Handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
MLB The Show has baseball now on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Number 7 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe...
Brett Wallace will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
And that 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Runners off for second. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Bruce Has it in his sights, and that's the... So stepping in, number 7, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. High and deep to straightaway right. Bruce racing back, still going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on a Sunday.
Hey, get on for us here.
Number 7 will be the batter. 1 for 2 thus far. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And you can see the pitching.
Brett Wallace will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line driver right back up the middle.
And that's through, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. And the run will score all the way from first. And it's a 4-1 game. Number 7 will be the batter. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty nice one with the bat. Multi-hit games are always nice to come by.
Belted out toward deep center field. Neuenhuis going back on it. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
All right, come on now.
Leading off for the Brewers,
buddy.
the shortstop, number 7.
Let's go now. What's up?
Lined hard toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
First pitch swinging here to start.
So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits.